Hi Aries, welcome to September. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to do your September Love TarotScope. And before I do that, let me ring the bells and create some sacred space around this reading. I hope you survived the eclipses in August, and here we are in September, where the action is going to start happening. So, as Mercury's going to be going direct, and then Saturn has already started going direct, and Pluto at the end of the month, so hopefully things will become unstuck, and we can start moving into fall, and start bringing those eclipse promises to fruition. Anyway, thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel, and thank you for your comments. I really appreciate you taking your time out to comment on the videos, and also to like and share. So let's see what's going on for Aries this month. What's happening in September for Aries? What does Aries need to know about love and or life? I say that because, you know, we can ask about love, and the tarot, I've been working with the tarot since I'm 12 years old. And oh, here, look, this popped out. Star. Wishes come true. And no matter what you ask, the cards will always tell you what you need to know. So you can be asking about career and you'll get love. You can ask about love and you'll get career. So whatever energies are really important, that's why sometimes I don't even want to say, usually when I ask for a reading, I say, what do I need to know? I don't even ask for specifics, because a lot of times the cards are going to tell you what's important. So let's see what's happening for Aries this month in love. And that's why I say love or life. Just so don't be disappointed if sometimes some months are more career-oriented than love-oriented. It's not, I just go by what the cards say. I tell the story. So it's not it's not under my control. I defer to a higher power. So let's see what Aries needs to know. That being said, what's coming up for Aries this month? Okay. 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups. The Magician. The 4 of Cups. The Hierophant. The King of Pentacles. The Lovers. The Knight of Pentacles. The 9 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands. This is exciting. Well, this could be a love reading. Okay, so 6 of Cups in the present, crossed by the 7 of Cups. With the 6 of Cups, this is about healing from the past or learning from the past. You might even be connecting with some people, like an old love or a past experience. So the way the 6 of Cups works out, sometimes it can mean, for some of you, that if you've broken up with someone, you may run into them again, and you may decide to try it one more time with a relationship. In some other cases, it may be that you are still healing from a past relationship, and you're taking the lessons that you've learned from this past relationship into a new situation, so that if you meet someone new, you're not going to repeat the same mistakes. You're going to take what you've learned and make the future relationship or the present situation better, based on what you've learned from the past. In any case, and sometimes it could also mean past life connections. The 6 of Cups, when I say past, it can mean the past in this life. You know, a past lover, someone you dated or were married to or whatever, you had a relationship with a while ago, and you're reconnecting again. Especially since Mercury is still retrograde, and it'll be going direct in September, on September 5th, but it won't be out of the shadow until the 18th. So you could still be connecting with some past people. Sometimes with Mercury retrograde, past relationships come back into our lives for us to reevaluate. Do we want to go there again or make the break final or have some closure. So you might be dealing with that. Or you might decide like, hey, I really miss this person and I want them in my life and I want to try again. But it could also be a past life experience too. You could be connecting with people that when you meet them, there's a certain familiarity about them. You feel a certain connection, as if you have known them already. Like they're just so familiar. Like, where have I known you from before? You seem so comfortable. And that's usually some kind of past life connection or karmic connection. So this could be, the 6 can also represent that type of relationship as well. Whatever the case is, however it plays out, the 6 always represents greater harmony coming to a situation. Because 6s represent balance and harmony. So whatever it is, this is a time for you to really create more harmony in your relationships. Whether it's you're reconnecting with someone from the past or whether you're reconnecting with someone new who feels kind of familiar, you know, like, where have I seen you before? Whatever the situation is, it's going to be bringing more harmony to your love life, your relationship. The only issue I see here is the 7 of Cups crossing this harmony. And this is a card of being stuck in the choices. So here, it's like you may have a lot of opportunities coming up in September and you're going to have to choose, okay? You may connect with more than one person. You may have several options and you're going to have to really decide which one is best for me. Because you also have the Lovers here. So this is the major arcana is reinforcing this issue of choice. That I think choice is going to be really important. What do I need for me to be happy in a relationship? What type of person is going to be the best fit for me? That's some of the issues that you're going to be dealing with in September. You have the Magician in the past. The Magician is a card of someone who has who's a good communicator and has a lot of talent and skills. So this could represent you. You have all this, you have all the talent and the skills that you need for success. You just have to visualize and manifest what you're wanting. The power of this card, it's kind of like a creative visualization card. It's the power of thought and the power of words to manifest your desires. So you can't, it's not enough, I mean, you could have all the talent in the world, but if you don't believe that you can achieve something, you're going to self-sabotage. So you have to have that inner belief. You have to focus your mind and say, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can see myself in this role. I can see myself in this relationship. I can see myself happy and successful in a relationship. So don't, if in the past you've had some negative self-talk, you need to work on getting rid of that. And work on focusing on the positive and and you can achieve it. Because you are a good communicator. Aries, you're not afraid to speak your mind. And use that power of communication and use the power of thought to manifest what you want in the month of September. Now, the 4 of Cups here in the recent past, this represents someone who has not been happy with their situation. So you might be bored. You might have been going through a period of boredom where you're feeling that, I'm not really happy, nothing's working in my life, I'm bored, I don't feel like I'm being valued, I'm not appreciated, maybe I should start looking around and seeing what's out there. So you're kind of like evaluating your options, or you have been. And you're really actually wanting something more stable. You want to do the right thing because you have this Hierophant up here. This could be a marriage card. You have some marriage cards here, so it's possible that you want some stability in your life. Maybe you're tired of playing the field and you want to meet someone that you think you can really connect with in a more formal way. So you might be thinking more, which is, where in the past you might have been more concerned about freedom. Maybe now you're wanting something more stable, something that's going to be lead to a more traditional type of relationship rather than just living with someone. Maybe you want more of a commitment, like an actual ceremony type thing. Because the Hierophant represents conservative beliefs and old wisdom. It could also mean that you are connecting, maybe you're joining a new spiritual path that's, you want something stable. Or you have wisdom that you'd like to share in a relationship. Because the Hierophant can be teaching and learning. And teaching, if you've been around the block a few times, maybe you have some advice to give to people. And you're wanting to share that wisdom with the world. It can also represent stubbornness. So you might be dealing with someone who's a little bit on the stubborn side and you're trying to convince them. And that could be you as well. The King of Pentacles is in your future. This could represent someone who is an earth sign. Could be Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But it could also be someone, if it's not one of those signs, it's someone who's very down to earth, very stable, concerned with security, loves their family, very dependable, someone you can count on. And they could be a little bit old-fashioned. They could be a little bit conservative in their thinking, and maybe that's their connection here. But there's someone that's always been there for you. And so you're feeling a certain sense of security around this person. And you might be thinking, like, I'd like to make this relationship more permanent or more, I don't know. You're thinking about, what would my life be without this person? Because Aries is always quick to jump into things and wanting to explore new options and explore new worlds. And so in September, you have this Lover's card here where you really have to, this is a strong attraction. This is a relationship that's very important in your life. And you have to really decide, what do I want to do with this person? Do I want to live my life with or without them? Maybe you've had some plans and you can't see yourself walking away without this person being part of the picture. So you want to plan your future, but you want to have someone special to share it with. And so you might be thinking about, making a decision or bringing, taking the relationship to another level, a more permanent level, a more committed level. This person that you're involved with may be very busy working on a goal. They might be busy with work. And that could be a little bit frustrating with you. This is a hard-working person. This is someone who really cares about financial security. And they're very, they could be stubborn and old-fashioned in their thinking. So that could be the only problem you have with them. But other than that, I think it's a good relationship. There's stability there. I think that as a relationship, there could be a lot of good communication. You really can talk to this person. But you're still kind of confused here with the Seven of Cups. You're not sure what you want, especially with the Four. But that's kind of fading. This is a card of like not wanting to decide, not wanting to accept what's being offered to you. So there could be someone in your life that's there, that's offering you stability, offering you love, and you're not sure you want it. Or you haven't been in the past. But that may be changing in September because with this Lover's card here, you're going to have to make a choice because it could be a situation where if you don't choose, you may lose the person. Or life just go, you can choose by not deciding too. If you're not choosing, that's a decision also. And so that person may decide to move on. And then, once that choice is made, you can't undo it with the Lovers. So the Lovers is a choice between two paths. And you have to really know what you're wanting. Because once you make that choice, you can't undo that choice. So if you decide, if someone is pressuring you to make a commitment, and you decide, no, I can't do this right now, you might wind up leaving. That person may move on to someone else, and then you don't have that option. So with the Seven of Cups, you have a tendency to live in your head, imagining the future, imagining all the different options and how each one would be without actually making the decision. But I think in September, you're going to have to make some kind of decision, one way or another, either to make a commitment or to let it go and search for something else. Because I feel like there's like a final battle coming up here with the Nine of Wands, where you've been struggling towards something for a long time, and it's kind of like you're ready to give up. But a lot of times when we give up, it's just before we're about to win. So this is a card of telling you, don't give up, just try one more time. You've been working at this for so long that if you just give it one more shot, one more effort, a little bit more effort, you can achieve your goal. And then you have the Four of Wands at the end of the reading, and that's the outcome. And as an outcome card, the Four of Wands is victory, stability. It can also represent a marriage. So for some of you, you might be deciding to make a commitment. Or for some of you, you might be just trying to make the relationship stronger, have more stability. Or if you let's say you're not dating anyone, but you have your eye on someone, you should go for it. Aries have courage. They're not afraid of rejection. So they usually go out. They're the first ones they're actually they can be a little bit on the pushy side when they really want something. Whereas, other signs are a little bit more timid. Aries is not a timid sign. So if you go for something, you have a very good chance of achieving success in September. Also with these moons, I want to talk a little bit about the full moon in Pisces and the new moon in Virgo. It's coming across your 12th and 6th houses. So the full moon brings the area to your subconscious. What you do to self-sabotage, your hidden enemies, but also how you work against yourself and psychological baggage. So the full moon on the 6th is going to bring that up. It's going to bring up... full moons usually shine a light on things. So you may be able to see where you've been blocking yourself. You may be able to finally see what's been holding you back and overcome it. And that may lead, once you see, you can't really fix something unless you see it. Now this moon is going to be connected to a Neptune, so Neptune dissolves whatever it touches. So it may be finally a time where you can dissolve all those barriers that have been preventing you from achieving intimacy, or things that have been holding you back. And then you have the new moon in the 6th house, which is the house of health and also employment. But the new moon, you can start a new way of living, a healthier lifestyle. So if you have to give up some type of addiction or some type of unhealthy habit, this is a good time to do that, to take positive action, to start exercising again, start eating healthier foods. Give up those things that are not healthy for you or not good for you. This is a good time, and you have the power of this new moon to help you do that. So it looks good for you, Aries. It looks good. Relationships look like you can have stability in September, and a more permanent, a more stable commitment, or a more stable relationship. Whether it's someone new that feels like an old friend, or whether you're reconnecting with someone from the past and you decide to, try again and make it better this time around. But whatever you choose, just remember that this choice can be life-changing. It's going to, it's going to put you on a new path one way or another. So the path can be with the person or without the person, and whatever happens with that decision, it's going to change the future in some way or another. So choose wisely is what I'm saying. And I hope this reading was good for you, and I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I wish you many blessings and love and success for the month of September, and I will talk to you again in October. Okay, bye now.